Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. I used to go by Bloodless, changed it because reference to a book, no one got the reference. So it's that better sounding name.
Wait, Bloodlist?
Bloodless.
Bloodless.
Character couldn't get hurt in combat basically because he was godlike, so people called him his name the Bloodless.
Well, what's it from? Like what?
King Killer Chronicles.
King Killer Chronicles. Never heard that.
Doesn't surprise me. It's not the most popular book over here.
Have you ever tried something called the Mistborn series?
I've heard good things. I never read it.
It's amazing. I don't know. It's one of those things that you just gotta read it.
I'll give it a try. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be reading a lot, so I'll try it.
The author, I believe it's Brian Sanderson's, or that might be wrong. Something Sanderson's, whatever. He ended up finishing the Wheel of Time series.
I have heard of that one before as well.
Yeah, he finished it for the dead guy.
Anyway, we're going off on a tangent, so let's talk about the teams that are up. We got Nathan and Tagless Kyle, is that correct? Or is it Corey and Tagless? Okay. Alright, Corey and Jem versus Tagless Kyle and Nathan. So, I haven't seen this happen before. I'm not sure how good Nathan is in doubles compared to singles in this game, because in singles, he's regularly getting top 8 at local tournaments. He's doing very well, but he told me today he considers himself to be pretty bad at doubles, so he wanted to play in this tournament in doubles just to get some more practice. I'm curious as to how he's actually going to be stacking up to everyone else here.
So Nathan's player 3, right?
Oh, I think he's player 4, the N810, and over the Sonic.
Oh, so he's the one that does the Sonic.
Yes.
Okay, then who is the other? Who's the blue mark? Because there's like...
Blue mark is Tagless Kyle.
Tagless Kyle?
Yes.
Say it?
Tagless Kyle.
Alright,
very technical player from Louisiana, I believe.
Oh, wow.
He was on their PR, now he's over here, and he's pretty well in our tournament.
There is a lot of marks on this map.
Yeah, I wonder if a 20x X jump doesn't apply, because this is a lot of marks in Sonic instead of Boston Falcon.
Yeah. I do like the stage. It's quite a beautiful thing to see.
Shout out to Quan Carter, aka Nazo, for making this stage. It's awesome.
He definitely does. And I like that he used the Pokemon setup, the Pokemon Stadium setup. Is this Pokemon Stadium 2 where it doesn't have the terrain change?
Yes, that is correct. PS2, only with Arizona instead of Pokemon.
That's fantastic. Now, obviously, Blue has the advantage here. It's stocks. Sonic looks like they might even it out here soon. Oh, but Sonic came from behind.
They're still up one. Got a trade. Took a stock, lost a stock. I would personally favor the blue team here because I feel like Marth's recovery... Actually, that wouldn't be true. I was going to say Sonic's recovery is on a different tier than the rest of the characters here, but after the 3.5 update, that's no longer true. I'm not sure who I would favor. Double Marth or Sonic.
It looks like Sonic just lost it there, just like we were talking about.
He no longer has the recovery he wanted. He still has a lot of fantastic tools in neutral games. I mean, he's very good at using them.
And it looks like Corey just killed Jen on that one. I don't know if she meant to do that or if she was trying to like. I don't know. She was standing there. She just swung. So I
think she was hoping it would hit. I think she was just throwing it out there. You know, sometimes you just want to see what will happen.
But hit. This is the wrong person.
Alright. So Jim's not going to make it back. This is going to be a very, very difficult uphill battle.
Yeah, I don't think Corey can do this right now. I mean, even if she took out 4 of their stocks, they still have 4 stocks left.
Yeah. That's it. I like to see Corey switch to Sheik.
Hey, we should do this
playing the Arcadian in doubles. Arcadian Sheik is very good in doubles, using Sheik against all the various 3.0 characters who are much stronger, and she hasn't gotten hurt. Surprisingly, no, though. She chooses to go Samus. This is her best character in Melee. So
she does love her Samus.
I wonder if she learned any of the Project M specific tech. She has ability, because the character has abilities in this game, at least for 3.0. I'm not sure about 3.5. This didn't exist in the previous game. Such as the ability to use the Zair to zone people, the ability to use they gave her a crawl tilt, you know, an attack you can use for crawling. It's
Oh,
pretty
really?
useful. I'm not positive. And she actually had chain throws on several of the better characters, such as Lucas, that were inescapable for a pretty good amount of percent.
Yeah.
But I don't know if any of that still exists in Project M, and I'm not in 3.5, and I'm not sure if she ever learned it.
I guess we'll have to find out by watching. We still got at least 2 matches in this. Being that this is going to 5.
I thought this was Lucas.
Yeah, this is semifinals, so
Okay, then.
we're doing 5 matches in this.
Alright, Nathan managed to make it back with that strike.
Now, how does this Yoshi map differ from the old school Yoshi map? Is it pretty much the same?
I believe it doesn't have the wind effect, and I believe that the bottom of the stage no longer looks like a I think that's the only... No, it still looks like it has the wind. Never mind.
The only thing that's different is that there's a little less of the pineapple.
There's a little bit less of the pineapple. Just a little bit.
Well, right now Red has the advantage, but still has tons of damage on him. Stock advantage, damage-wise, I would think that they're probably going to be taken out pretty soon. So, Cori does have this amazing talent to keep Samus alive to usually almost 200%. And especially on maps like this, where there's so much just area.
To actually get a stock off of Cori, you usually have to get a clean kill off the side or off the top. It's very difficult to do on 3 players. Very good to mark the on it, oftentimes you might kill off the side. But if you do that, if one of them was playing 5 stocks.
Pretty even fighting-wise, I guess besides the stock.
Yeah, but with recovery like Sonic's and Mars, I think that being down is going to become a bigger deal as time goes on. And again, though, 1 stock is not a particularly difficult comeback.
That rocket's a little bit slower in this one than it is in Melee. And I don't know if Cori's used to that over a overview rocket. I mean, it just has a slow startup, but it does more damage. Yeah.
I think that's at the time you definitely have to make her miss setup, because I believe that if you do it at certain points in the animation, it'll recover a little quicker. Like if you do it earlier in the jump, it might recover earlier.
Okay.
I'm not positive on that. Somebody explained something called and something like that years ago, and I never really tried.
One or the other.
So it's 3 to 3 in the stocks. Nathan has a bit more percent wrapped up on him than the other 3 characters on the screen right now. Other than that, that's the first time I've seen 4 users there.
Yeah, and she landed it. That's a huge punishment if you miss that.
I think it's only really risky if you use it up close because it reaches very far.
There's also the difference between when you run it and grab and stand and grab.
It's not helpful for grab itself. I mean, the there isn't using the grab in the air. It's the same kind of act as the grab is an unusual effect, but then it doesn't have an actual grab in there. Alright, so this is a little grab for Nathan because he's struggled against Samus. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to be 1v1. 1v1 is always difficult.
I think that was the right choice to do. Samus still has really a big ability to sustain on this map, and to take advantage of having 2 people versus 1.
The reason I think it might have been better in this one specific case to go 2 stocks of Samus versus 1 stock for each, simply because Nathan has played against Cori before, and he struggled very much against Samus and Zoe. Like, the last time they played, I believe it was a 3 stock in Cori's favor. And again, there's a lot to be said about having 2 characters on the screen versus 1. 2 characters can easily cover each other's blind spots.
Yeah, I mean, you can only block for so long, have so much shield. And the wind killed him.
So that's 1-1 now.
Yeah, it was a 1-1. It's been pretty good. Like really fun to watch. Getting her close.
I'd like to see. It's not gonna happen. But I'd like to see Aiden consider using his Falco. It's actually pretty good.
Maybe you never know. Some people like to switch it up so that people have already been used to them playing as someone else. If they don't switch and you switch, then you get the advantage.
Sometimes, I mean, it depends on the situation. Sometimes it's better to just stick with guns, but right now I feel like Falco might work a little better. Because the down air is going to pretty much kill any percent above, like, I don't know, 50, 60, something like that, because it's a true spike.
Yeah.
If he actually lands it. Or ground beneath the character.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wow, so the most neutral of levels.
I really do like the stage levels.
This is a great stage for both Mark and Sonic.
It's being really aggressive this game.
Oh.
He goes through the kills with the F air. If he doesn't land at that time, before he still loses the stock anyway.
She misses it though. I was surprised. She usually doesn't miss stuff like that.
So now, this is a really good start to the first game. I hope they just don't get overly aggressive now, because they could easily start losing stock systems. That should be a dead Mars. Yes, it is. Big stock to 6. Fantastic start. Nathan and Tagless Kyle.
Great counterpick level, but I mean, maybe they just really like this place. I don't know.
Well, it never cease to amaze me how much difference it can make. Playing on a different stage, a different layout of platform, maybe no platform at all. You might see somebody get destroyed game 1 and then go to game 2, their stage, and it's completely different.
I personally actually prefer this map, but I know a lot of people.
Wow. 8 to 5 stocks. These limits. This has become a commanding lead for Nathan and Tagless. They can keep this up. I'll probably see even a team like Jim and Corey winning this. Nathan gets grabbed by
They trade.
yeah. Secure up. I'll take trades all day. Down smash, punish for that. Takes it back. Air dodging into that is a fantastic recovery option. Just here distance. It's gonna punish now. It's still against the lead. I don't think Mars will get that.
He lasts quite a long time already. 6 minutes. Pretty good. Especially on doubles, man. Like, so much going on.
You can shake the stocks at your teammate. You can give your teammate two advantage.
Yeah, that's something that we definitely saw a lot in the Melee ones, is that the Foxes would be a lot more aggressive because they would have 5 lives.
Now we're down to 6 to 3.
Yeah, Sonic really pulled off the spike there on Mars.
They want to pull this. They want to make this happen. CoriGames is take this stock to survive a very long time. There's something to do. It'll be fun.
Definitely true. I think it might be tough. Corey keeps on hitting her own guy. I think they knew that was gonna happen, so they didn't take the stock. But it's definitely gonna be a tough one. She never gives up though. She goes to the end.
All right, if she's gonna make a comeback, that's how it's gonna start. Really kill on Sonic.
Oh, and it ended right there.
That's 2 to 1.
That was just how you want to do it. As the blue team there really just took advantage, and they kept it, and they finished.
Yeah.
Some people will get those advantages and just don't hold on to them. Like they just kind of lose. Yeah, exactly.
They get put under pressure. The other team starts playing as well as they can, and all of a sudden your 3 stock lead or 4 stock lead turns into even stocks, and then game loss potentially. That's not what happened there. Nathan and Tagless Kyle held it together and they won.
Yeah,
Now the question becomes, can they win on a counter pick of the other team? We've been seeing this choice of stages has had a huge impact on the game so far.
I think Corey might have changed to an Ivysaur, if I recall. I was really quick, so I couldn't see, but I don't know how this is gonna change things up. I personally like Ivysaur a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen Ivysaur used in doubles.
I have seen him, and in 3.0 at least, it was a very powerful force, very potent choice because back air was very strong for edge guarding, and he was also really good at covering his teammates' recovery with the various projectiles he had. But instead she goes Sheik. I think this is a good choice. I think Sheik is going to have a really easy time edge guarding Sonic. Had played a bit of against Nathan earlier today, and you know, it's a little bit rough playing Sonic against Sheik now because of how the back air is against recovery options. That being said, actually, I think he actually went back there and leave for an early Kim on us.
Yeah, and that's definitely something you can't afford on a match like this.
This is how the last game started, you know? Blue team gets a early advantage, and they just run away with it.
Let's see if they can turn this around.
Back here, Sonic on the stage. Fantastic, alright. Tried holding Mark there for her teammate to hit, but gets hit out of it by Sonic.
Wow.
Now Blue team can slide it down.
They still give Mark the tip advantage.
Yeah, he still has a tipper and the sword still has the same range. The only real difference between this Mark and the Mark 3.0 is that they made a slight nerf to the range on his dash attack. Everything else is the same. However, he feels a lot stronger in this game simply because the average potential of the characters has gone down a lot because recovery isn't so combo options aren't as strong and a lot of characters don't have as powerful projectile as they might have had in previous versions. So he seems like a really good choice.
Blues are trying to take the advantage of it, and they do.
That's the get smash by God.
Now they're up by 2 stocks. Yeah. A little bit ago it was pretty even, and then they just comboed it really hard.
No, maybe it wasn't the stage that made a huge difference last game. Maybe it's just that Nathan and Tagless Kyle are just adapted. They've just been able to figure out how to fight against them.
And that definitely possibly is. That's going to help them in their matches. Their next match is committed to win this.
Yeah, because they have to play against another team of one.
Exactly.
So, Kai has a very difficult and efficient block, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that there.
Yes, I was wondering if he was going to pull that out on the finals, the winter finals, but he didn't, so possibly.
Anyway, let's not give up on Corey yet. Crazier things have happened. That's it.
The winner is
Sonic's the name. Speed's my
Yeah.
name.
Yes, they do. Ty and Cody. Great job by those. They're definitely 4th place right there.
So, it'll be interesting because Kai's Marth is similar to Tagless Kyle's, just a little bit more refined because Kai has been playing for so long
Charizard.
and he's had so many sets against so many top players that he's been able to really perfect his Marth game. And Cody, from what I've seen, has a very, very solid Sheik. I think they're going to be playing a similar style as the previous team that Nathan and Tagless Kyle had to face, but it'll be a little bit of a higher grade. I wonder how they're going to stack up.
Oh, so he does pull the Fox at this time, and something I haven't seen is the Charizard.